it's Lexi and welcome back to another video. So this video today, I'm going to talk about 5 mods that I play with in my game. It took me a few minutes to figure out which ones I wanted to talk about, because some of them I've realized I haven't actually done much in the game. But these are 5 of the ones that I enjoy playing. I know a little bit about them, so I can tell you a little bit about them. And the first 2 we're going to talk about are by LittleMsSam. And the first one is Advanced Birth Certificates. And this one was really helpful when I did my 100 Baby Challenge. Okay, Bella is now in labor and she's pregnant with her 3rd child by little Mr. Mortimer Goth. And so if we click on her and we click... Where is it? Oh, there it was. And we click Have Baby at Hospital. And then if we send her alone, usually you have to join them in order to get the birth certificate, I believe. But if we send her alone, we don't have to go with her. We don't have to go off lot. We don't have to go to the buggy hospital. This is going to be Nathaniel Goth. And so now Bella is back. She has had little Mr. Nathaniel up here who is just floating in the air because of my mod. If we look in her inventory, she has the birth certificate that is unnamed. That's the one flaw about this. All the birth certificates, they're going to be unnamed. But if you put it up on the wall and you left click on it, you can rename the birth certificate and we can name it Nathaniel Goth. This is how I was able to number the birth certificates in my 100 Baby Challenge so that I knew which father they went with. Also, if we hadn't sent her to the hospital and we just had her have a baby at home, you can just search birth certificate. And the authentic birth certificate, what it's called, you click on that. You have to have the debug or the live edit up here. What are these? But then you can just buy it, and again, you can go in there and you can just you could go into the live mode and you could just rename it. The second we're going to talk about is going to take a few days to get, but we will get started. So if we have Bella go in here into her phone, and if she goes to the household spot on her phone, we scroll all the way down to the bottom. The 3rd from the bottom is going to say SimsLootBox. We're going to click on that, and a little box is going to pop up. And so it either says activate it, subscription, or deactivate it. It costs 49 simoleons. So you're going to activate it, and then I believe it takes 24 hours for you to get the first one, and then you will get a loot box. I think once a week, but that'll take a little bit, so I'll insert the clip right here when we get it. Alright, we just got the mail, so let's see. Oh, I hope it's not just the bills. Let's see if we got it. Sold their bills are $10,000. $9,000, almost $10,000. Okay, let's see. Yes, okay, so every Monday you're gonna get a delivery of a Sims loot crate, which looks like this right here. Can we set it in the world and just take a gander? Looks like this right here. It just looks like a package. So if we go ahead and have her open it, which I guess charges you $49 every time. Oh, I also didn't see what each one is themed. And so forgot to see what the theme was. But you see we got a beta. We got a spotted dirt frog. We got some mushrooms that I don't know what I did with. We got some kava root, some huckleberry, an apple. We got a ladybug. We got a gardening volume 1 book. Some gumdrops. And so every Monday, for $49, I guess, for every box, you will get, every time you open it, it charges you $49. So unless you've opened it, it's not going to charge you the $49. But then you just get a bunch of random stuff based on the theme of the box. the next one we're going to talk about is by Zerbu. It is called More Club Members. So, if you've never used the clubs, they're great, especially if you're in a challenge where you need to like grind, you need to get them skills. You can do mundane things like cleaning, cooking, doing homework, sleeping, cleaning. I said cleaning already. But then you'll just activate the club. You'll just let it start generating those, doing those things. You'll get club points for it. And then you can get things like a homework buff. You can get skill buffs. It's very, very helpful. In like the 100 baby challenge, it's really helpful. So what we're going to do first is we're going to join a club. We're going to just create our own club. And we're just going to call it Goth. I'm going to spell it right. I'm going to call it Goths. And so we have Bella in this club here. So we are just going to go ahead and we are just going to add Mortimer here. Okay, so I've cheated them points. They got 10,000 points. So if we go up here and we go to club details, and we go ahead and we go to buy club perks. The 2 perks you need for this are under club size. You need both of them. It's 250 and 500. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get both of those. And what that does is it unlocks these 2. So if we go out of here, you'll see that you have all the spaces unlocked. Normally you can have 8 Sims in a club. So if we click on this right here, we can add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, no. So we're going to add 5 members. And as you see, we have 1 spot free. We can't scroll up and down. So there's 2 ways you can do this. The first way is if you go in here to add a sim, if you have a free spot, you can go ahead and you can add Sims that way. And as you see now, right here are normal 8 Sims. But if we go down, we have more Sims than that. The second thing we could do is if we go in here and we remove, let's just remove Cassandra. And we'll also remove Alexander. So what we can also do is if it's an open club, we can have Cassandra come in here and we can have her join the Goths. And now she's a member of the Goths. Even though you have those 8 Sims, she can still join it. The other thing we do is we can have Bella. Is he at school? No. So the other thing we do is we can have Bella go over here to Alexander. And we can go over to wherever the club menu is. Okay, we need Bella. We can go over here to where the club menu is. We can ask her to invite to join the Goths. And hopefully he'll say yes. And he did, so you see he has joined the club. Those are the 2 ways you can do it if you have a full club. Okay, so the next mod we're going to talk about is by TMexi. It is the Better Build Buy mode. So this one, what you're going to do is when you load your game, you're going to go into the Build Buy menu. And you're going to go down here and you're going to click up on this and scroll down to where it says Better Build Buy. And you're going to click on this Organize Debug and restart your game. That's going to turn on the Better Build Buy menu. The first thing you can do is if you go to the 1 button, the button directly next to that with the little squiggly line, you can click on that and it'll make this menu bigger. The next thing you can do is if you go right here to where it says content, it says it has unlocked purchase, hide maxed item, debug, live edit, and custom content. So if you hide the maxes items, and then we go back in here, we can show the live edit objects and the debug objects, and nothing else. You can also you also have to click the button to show your custom content. If it's not on, you can't show it. And I also believe that this it organizes the menu for you. So you'll see it's all organized for you now. You can also go in here to trees, and you'll see that it's all organized. And that one is very, very vital. And now we are to the last mod. This mod is the big one. This is one that if I have nothing else in my game, I have to have this one. This one is so vital. You can do so many things with it. It's really good for maybe if you have a lot of mods in your games, Buggy. If this mod is updated and it's working properly, this mod will help you get through some things that maybe the game's not working properly. It will help you set up stories with your Sims, help you set up Sims that maybe you're not going to play, but you don't want to just throw them in the game and like have them have no skills or no job or anything like that. This will help you set all that up really easily. If you need to set up relationships, whatever it is, this will help you so much. So the first thing I'm going to show you is you go down here and you see the Goths have 45,500 simoleons. So if we right click on that, this menu that says show me the money and the bucks will pop up. So if we go right here to where it says simoleons, we can take away all their money. Just put what they have, or we can set it to 0, hit set it. Now they're broke. Or we can go in there. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. You can just click on it. If you left click over it, it'll just add $1,000. Or we could go in here and we can add, let's set it back to 0 so I don't have to math. And we can just add that 45,000 back. It's also good if you're playing something where you want them to earn money, but it's not an actual job. You can say she just earned $500 for babysitting her brother and just add it. If you have the Star Wars, the first time I filmed this video, I said Starbucks. You can add Galactic Credits, so we can give her like 700 Galactic Credits. You can give her bits. Let's give her 500 bits and 500 pieces. If you have the Eagle Lifestyle, you can add it, and now she has all that right there. The next thing you can do is if you go right here to where you have the weather. I did not know this was a thing. I'm discovering this right now. You can set your time. I didn't know why that didn't occur to me before. You could set your time. I'm not gonna, but you can set your time. It's on a 24-hour clock to do it, but you can set your time. Okay, anyways, well, you can set your time. You can also right click on this. You can set the weather on this. You can also go over here if you're trying to set up a sim or maybe something is messing up your game and you can't get say you have this one already done and this one won't, just right click on it. It'll finish that up for you. Another thing you can do is you can go in here. You can set your kids' grades. Apparently, that never occurred to me to try that. You can do that, so where that is done, you can go over here to Bella and you can set where she's at in her career. We can make her a level 7 secret agent if we want to. Another thing you can do that'll also unlock all of the objects for you that they get with their career. You can also, in order to do this, you have to know this. You have to have the skill on here. So, if you don't know how to play the piano, if you just have them play the piano quick, so it'll pop up that you have the skill, then you can edit it. So you can go here, and I can give her a level 10 charisma. I can take her fitness back down to level 1 if I want to. Another thing you can do is you can edit relationships. So I can go in here to Nathaniel and I can say that Nathaniel really loves mommy and give him 100. But then I can go into Nathaniel and go into Mortimer and say him and his dad just really don't get along. And I can do minus 100. And now him and his dad hate each other. Let's not do that because that's mean. You can also set up a romantic relationship. So we can't do it with him because that's his son, obviously, and a toddler. But So if you put a negative below in front of it, it's obviously going to give you a red bar. If you don't put the negative in front of it, you just put the number, it's going to give you a green bar or a pink bar if you're doing the relationship. Another thing you can do, you can progress their age. Didn't know that, but you can progress their age. Can I do anything with that? Oh, you can remove traits. Can I? You can set the character values. Okay, sorry. I'm discovering things I didn't know. You could also green them up or take them back down. So this was very helpful when I did the 100 baby challenge. If you've never done it, just try to get through one generation. Don't worry about all 100. Just try to get through one generation. But if, like, let's say they're all pretty low and you can't get them to eat and you're worried they're going to get taken away, you can boop that up just enough so that they'll do this other stuff. Then you can go back in there, boop the hunger back down to where it was and have them eat, so that it wasn't like you were cheating. You were just, they're toddlers. You got to do what you got to do, right? And that is the last mod we're going to talk about today. So if you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. Hit the notification bell if you'll be notified when I post more videos. Let me know if you enjoyed this video, and if you did, let me know if there's any mod you'd like me to try, if you'd like me to do another one of these videos where I talk a little bit about some of the mods that I use, and I will most definitely be willing to do that. You guys have a wonderful day.